Okay, guys, it's 12:05 and we are going to trade at midday. And I'm going to show you what happened earlier before midday because our members were trading from 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 12:06. We're going to take some trades now and see what happens. Okay, we're going to use a very simple strategy. Very simple. It's going to be the simplest strategy you've ever seen. And let's see whether what happens. We don't care. We're going to see what happens, okay? So let me share the screen. I'll show you the small account that my student is going to use today. We have a new student, guys. Yay! Welcome, welcome on board. And she is starting from a very small amount. I think it's like $154. We're going to see how we can grow that or how we can blow that. It is a training account, so it does not matter what happens to the $154. It is a training account, so when you're trading, you could lose money, you could make money, it doesn't matter, okay? Trading is either way. It's either yes or no, okay? There are no in-betweens, lukewarm, warm. It's either hot or cold. There's no in-betweens, okay? So we're gonna use this strategy and see if the strategy works. If it doesn't work, we lose money. If it works, we make money. And then we come better, we come back tomorrow. Next trading day, which would be Monday. We're gonna come back again and use another strategy. If this doesn't work, we try another one. If it means we have to keep using the same strategy many times, we will. Because look, consistency, simplicity, repeatability, consistency, simplicity, repeatability, those are the words you want in your strategy. Your strategy has to be simple, has to be repeatable, and it has to be consistent. It has to give you consistent results so that what happens, a ratio starts appearing. That's when you start talking about my winning rate is 20%, 30%. You cannot get those ratios if you are not repeating the same strategy. So if you jump from one strategy to another, you are doomed, okay? So you're gonna stay persistent, you're gonna stay patient, you're gonna stay coachable, you're gonna be grounded. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the Smart Wolf Club. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this live. Make sure you join all these lives. We have 2 lives minimum per week. So we have 1 live today, which is Friday. We're going to have another live next week, Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. And we're going to have another live next week, Thursday at 9:30 a.m. So next week, you're going to have 2. The following week, you're going to have 2. One on Wednesday, one on Friday. We alternate the days so that our members can take advantage of this. We have members who are extremely busy in the Smart Wolf Club. So we decided, we switch the days every week, every other week, we switch the days, okay? A lot of our members are still doing their 9 to 5s, and that is one. So I'm going to share my screen now. And today, we're going to take you through trading live at 12 midday. Normally we trade between 9:30 and 11, but today we're going to go out of the box and try to trade at around 12 midday and see what happens. Are we going to make money or are we going to lose money? And then I'm also going to give you a bonus. I'm going to be editing an AI video for a new channel that we created during the challenge. If you guys have been here the last 1 week or 2 weeks, there's a challenge that is going on. And I challenged 5 of you to join the one-on-ones so we can create these channels for you, YouTube channels. We were creating YouTube channels using the power of AI to create the videos, to edit the videos, to upload the videos, and see what happens. So I'm going to reveal what is going on with the channel, and you guys make sure you go there and subscribe. Support the channel. Go and subscribe. Let your little ones enjoy these videos. They're targeted to our little ones, toddlers, and children, little less than 5 years to kindergarten age, and some of the themes are based on, so we are modeling some of the very, very successful channels, and I'm going to show you that is towards the end of this presentation. So if you stay up to the end of this video, you're going to be in for a treat. So let's begin now. But before I go and show my screen, let me do the 2 things that we normally have to do. One is a disclaimer. Whatever I'm sharing with you guys is not financial advice or professional investment advice. Trading carries a big risk. It's very risky. You're going to lose your money. Anyway, you'll lose money, okay? So if you're going into trading, make sure you only trade money that you can afford to lose. So our student today, she's put in there 154. she's willing to lose that money. Okay, so that is money that you can lose. Now 154 is a lot of money for some of you. It's a very little money for some of you, because some of you spend 154 for breakfast. So you can start trading at any amount. You can start trading at $10, $20. It just probably takes longer to get to your goal. We have demonstrated here. We have had students who come from places where they live under $1 per day, from the villages. Some of us come from the village. We have students who just come here and trade $1, start from $10, $20. It takes longer to get to your goals, but it can be done if you stay patient, consistent, and of course coachable, teachable, and just routine. Establish a routine. When do you trade? When do you stop trading? What do you trade? What type of assets? And you stick to that. What strategy are you using? Your strategy has to be very simple, repeatable, and of course consistent. Okay, so let's say a word of prayer. In the belief of the power mighty, we pray whoever is going to apply this training may be successful. We pray that the markets are good to us. We pray that the AI is good to us, YouTube and all the other AI tools that we're going to use, create our videos, upload our videos, edit our videos, that they may also be stable. We pray this in the belief of power mighty. Amen. Guys, the disclaimer is very important. Whatever you're going to do, just know that it carries a big risk. This is not a promise to get rich overnight. It's going to require a lot of work on your part. It's going to require a lot of learning and training. And if you want to learn from us, the link is always in the description. Join the Smart Wolf Club. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get started with our group. If this is something that you like, let me share the screen. Yes, share the screen. It's just going to take me a minute here to click a few buttons to get the screen going. And the screen should be there, and I'm going to show up at the bottom. Yes, I'm down here now, and you can see here the screen. So just go to the Smart Wolf Club, the link below here. Click on the link, join the Smart Wolf Club, or join the pack. Okay, the Wolf Pack. You can join the club. So explore our services right there. You click that. When you click that, it's going to ask you to enter your name, your email address, get instant access. And then once you're there, you're going to be redirected to a page that looks like this down here. And now this is the one-on-one training. So we are only looking for 5 people. So only 5 people, okay? One-on-one training. So you sign up for that, and you're going to have a coach working with you. You're going to get at least 1.5 hours from me every month, okay? One-on-one, where we're going to sit down and we're going to go through building your AI stuff or learning how to trade, setting up everything for you one-on-one, whichever you want to go through. Okay, any of our coaches. We have many coaches from all over the world. Now, for some of you, you want to do it on your own. Okay, you want to learn online. Okay, we have all these courses you can choose. Digital marketing, traveling, making money online with AI. You can go through that. Crypto trading, futures trading, stock options trading, stocks trading, Forex trading. Okay, so I'm not trying to sell you anything, guys. You can keep your credit cards away. This is just a by the way. This is for those of you who want to take it, one step above what you have right now. Otherwise, we welcome you to the channel. Every week we have 2 live sessions. At some point we have live sessions every day. Every day something happens in the club, in the community. We have our members trading every single day, so you can watch those lives for free as a member of the Smart Wolf Club right here. Explore our services, your name and your email. All right, gives you access. So let's reveal the account. Let me see. So you can see this is a real account right here. This is my student account. You can see it is 154.96. That's what she has in here today. This is a new student, new account. And we can see right here, no trade. So we're going to try to take a trade here. So basically what we're going to do is we go to trading view. Okay. So we're going to use one of the simplest strategies, and we'll be done in just, I promise you, in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So first, we're going to look at the weekly chart. We're going to look at the weekly chart, and we're going to look at the current status. My internet is very slow. You guys can see it has completely slowed down. It says reload the site. Okay, I'm going to reload the site for you guys. Give it a moment. It is reloading that site. It's suddenly very, very slow. So we're gonna be shuttling between trading and AI because I want to demystify AI. A lot of our members were initially scared of AI, thinking that AI was gonna take their jobs, but trust me, AI is not gonna take your jobs if you learn how to use AI. Those of you who are not gonna learn AI, yes, it's gonna take your jobs. But if you learn how to use AI, you are going to be in the forefront of this change, this transition. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our charts. So if you don't have a TradingView account, go and open one. Use the link in the description. It's free to have a TradingView account. However, if you need to use more than what we are using here, you can see we have a number of indicators, which you don't really need, but for the strategy that I'm going to explain, you may not need a lot of these indicators. But I like to have one or two just to let me, make me feel like this is a chart. A chart without some indicators that I like. I'm going to tell you what indicators I like, okay, on the chart. If I don't have those, I feel like this is not a chart, okay? It's not a money market chart. Whether you're trading stocks, Forex, crypto, futures, options, doesn't matter. I like to have those two indicators on the chart. There's one particular one that I like to have on the chart, okay? And that is the SMA 200, okay? It's called the Simple Moving Average 200. So basically, once you log on onto your TradingView account, okay, you go to the super charts or the marketplace super charts, and then once you have your super charts, you're going to choose the asset, okay? So you're going to come here and you can just type in NASDAQ if you're trading NASDAQ. If you're trading gold, sometimes we trade gold, sometimes we trade Bitcoin or crypto, sometimes we're trading options, Apple stock, Nvidia stock. Again, you're going to just type the name of the asset right there. You have the selection as all, because if you put stocks, you're going to be limited to stocks. If you put just futures alone, you're going to be limited to futures alone. If you put Forex alone, you're going to be limited to Forex pairs alone. Crypto, again, oh, you guys understand, okay? Bonds, indices. Okay, so in this case, we are basically, okay, let me see. I'm getting some important messages. I'm getting some important messages here. Okay. So you can see Wednesday, we did a trading, right? You remember? We had taken a trade here using a very simple strategy, and that's the same strategy we're going to use. The strategy is so simple, okay? Basically, what we do is we're going to come here and look at the higher time frame. So the higher time frame is the one we look at is the weekly. So we're going to look at the weekly bar. You can see the weekly bar is bearish, okay? It's going down. It looks red, okay? So that is one red, okay? So we're going to go to we're going to bring up a board, or you have a little notebook with you, but normally we can bring a board. Let's see if we can get a whiteboard here. And I'll show you how we get our bias for the day. And with that, we're going to take a trade. It doesn't matter. We're going to just shoot in the dark. Not really. We're going to use a few points that are going to direct us. Now, this is the simplest it gets. Okay, guys, you're not going to find anything simpler than this. So if you're sitting, sit tight, take some notes. This is going to be like the simplest strategy you've ever seen. Okay. Now, does it make money? You have a 1-to-1 chance, okay, 50% chance, okay? So there's no strategy out there that's 100%, okay? With 50% chance, you can, okay, so the weekly, we're going to take our pen here. So we're going to have weekly is, so I'm going here, it says red, okay, close this stuff. And then we're going to go down to the daily. We're going to go to the 4-hour. These are like our long, then we go to the 1 hour, we go to the 15 minutes, and then we go to the 5 minutes, and then we're gonna, sometimes I look at the 1 minute to see what's going on. So we're gonna have all these. Okay, so our daily, so our weekly is red, so we're gonna look at the daily. The daily is green, tiny green, okay, but it's still green, the color is green. Our 4 hourly is, so we go down to the 4 hourly, you go to the hours, 4 hours. All right, the 4 hour candle bar that is right now is red. And then the 1 hour, we're gonna look at the 1 hour, guys. So we're just changing the time frames up here. You guys can see where I'm clicking right here on, okay, the 1 hour, again, we can, this is NASDAQ. Okay, the 1 hour right now, the candle is red, okay? So we're looking at the moment, okay, we are looking at the moment. 15 minutes, the 15-minute bar is green. The 15-minute bar is green. The 5-minute bar is green. Oh, okay. And then we can just look at what's going on with the 1-minute bar. But the 1-minute bar, we're gonna do it in a different fashion. Okay, so there you go. This is the 1-minute bar. You can see the 1-minute bar right now is printing a green bar, okay? But we can take a portion of this, like I told you the other day, we took a screenshot. So we're going to select just an area of about 30 bars, okay? So we're going to take an area of about 30 bars. There we go, and then we're just going to count this. One, how many greens do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have 19 green bars. Okay, that's not the conclusion yet. And then let's see how many red bars do we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Wow, so we have 23 reds. So the reds have it. So a 1 minute time frame, we have a red. So we're gonna look at how many reds do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 reds. How many greens do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 greens. So who are the winners? The reds are the winners. So our bias is red. Red means bearish, means the NASDAQ is dipping. Okay, so what are we going to be looking for? We're going to be looking for shorting opportunities. We're going to be looking for taking a short trade. Okay, so now if we want to scalp, we're going to go to the lower time frames. Okay, we can go to the 5 minutes or 15 minutes. That would form our intraday or scalping opportunities. So if we go down to the 15-minute bar, we can come here and look at what is going on. So the moving average SMA I like is the 200, and you can see I actually give it the red prominent color. So the bars are actually breaking below the 200, signifying that we are actually going down. Okay, so looking at what happened at 9:30 today, our members, you can see it was a huge red bar, which is this one right here. So if you take a box, mark the top to the bottom, and you extend that, that's the 15-minute bar. And if we want to scalp, we can scalp on the 5-minute time frame or on the 1-minute time frame. And as we said, we're going to be looking for opportunities to short the market because our bias is bearish. Okay, there we go. So our bias for the day is bearish. We are looking for shorting opportunities. So you can see that the 15-minute bar, and we're going to go down to 5, see if we find any opportunity to take a trade. And I can tell you right now, it looks a little confusing because we had this breakout here, the breakouts here, and then it came right back, so took out the stop losses. What a massive loss. But here we had these breakouts. You can see it's going down, right? So it is going down. It went down all the way here. It broke out and then came back and started going down again. And now, for some reason, it is going up, okay? From a flat 200. Flat 200 is very powerful. This can catapult this market to the above, to going up, okay? So that's 5. No conclusion drawn so far. Let's go to the 1 minute and see what is going on there. Again, you can see what is going on here. It's similar to the 5 minutes. We had a few projections, we had a few breakouts. It started all the way here at 9:30, went all the way down, nothing very strong move, nothing strong, nothing strong. And then here, what happened? It went down, okay? So it is going down, okay? So we can look at this and you can see the 200 is actually below. These bars are breaking above the 200, okay? Signifying a slight, a bullish move, okay? Because they are breaking above. But however, you can see the 200 is pointing down, guys. See, the line is slightly slanting down. It is not a straight 200, okay? It's not a straight, it's not a flat, it's not pointing up, they're pointing down. We even added another moving average, the 20. You can see the 20 is slanting down. The 50 is the white one, is also slanting down. They're all pointing down. So it's signifying that this is going down, okay? So if I'm to take a trade at this particular time, just close my eyes and say, peekaboo, abracadabra, I will take a short trade, and most likely you'll be in the money, okay? So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna just take a trade and run with it. So what will be our targets? We're gonna put our stop loss up here. Our target, the first take profit is gonna be down here, okay? So we're gonna jump in there and just take short position there. So we're gonna go like that. There we go. That's our short position, our stop loss right there. And we wing it that way. But let's see what's going on with the 5 minutes. 5 minutes is going the opposite direction. You can see it is going up. The 5 minute is going up. So looking at the 5 minute, it is going up. So should we take the trade or no? Not take the trade. Why? Too risky. Let's look at the 15 minute. 15 minute rejection at the top here, pulls down, starts going up. Breaks out here, it's rejected. Okay, I was disconnected, reconnecting, disconnected, reconnecting. Low internet speed, let's see what happens in the shortest time possible. The 1 hour is the one we are trying to look at. Let's see, 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour is looking like this. The 1 hour is pointing down. This one pointed up, and then this one is pulling down at the moment. And if you bring your volume profile to the 5 minute one, if you do the volume thing, the volume profile. A flat 200. This is a flat 200. That's a 20 going up, 50 pointing down. Flat 200, pushing the market up on the 5 minutes. If you bring your volume profile, that should be right here, fixed range, that one, and you are going to draw it from that to that, and if you expand that, you can see it's very, very tiny. So it's showing a breakout on the bottom side. Okay, let's take that move back. And let's bring it to this particular bit here. Get our volume profile. And we can start from right there to that one. And you can see that is the point. So it broke above that point, broke below that point, and it went all the way down here and came right back, taking those stop losses there. So in a case like this, you can see this is our line here of interest right there. We are breaking above our line of interest. We are above the line of interest. And here we are below the line of interest. So we are above here and we are below here. So the market is ranging. You can see we are in this range here. So we are not really getting a clear breakout either on the above or on the top at midday. So that's what's happening right now. Now for the range traders, this may be something, because most of them would enter here, target here, and when it gets here, they'll enter here and target up here. So for range traders, this is okay. But for somebody who's waiting for a breakout or of a higher momentum type of trade, they are not doing anything here. They're just looking at this, okay? So looking at this, what's happening at midday, this is what happened. We want to take a trade, but there's no clear-cut direction here for us to take a trade. As I can see, I wanted to take this, but there's no clear-cut. There's no clear-cut at all. Look at this. If you go down to the 1 minute, let's go to the 1 minute. Again, you can see we're still in the range. There's no momentum. Midday blues. Look at that. You can see no clear momentum. Our bias was down, like a short bearish, but you can see it's not really taking us anywhere. Now with this here, it can break anytime. It can break to the upside or the downside. With this ranging here, it can break to the upside or the downside. This is what I'm talking about here. See, what I'm trying to say is this. I don't know, my pen thing is, I'm trying to highlight this for you guys. I can't. It says refused. I can't highlight. Why? Okay, basically I'm talking about this area here. You guys can see that area. I cannot highlight that area, but you can see it's a range. It's almost a straight line. You try to go up, zapped down. So it tries to go down. What are we getting? It's just ranging right here. Okay. So our bias is to go down. Okay. So let's go with our bias. So we come here, and you can see our bias is to go down. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. We're gonna sell. Where do we put our stop loss? Stop loss. How much do you want to risk? My student wants to risk. So our stop loss is right here. You can see 29,381. 29,381. So that's where our stop loss is. 29,381. You see where our stop loss is? Right there, very tight. And where is our take profit? Take profit is this thing here. This is where our take profit is 29,230. Okay, 29,230. Sorry. 29,230. Okay, so 29,230. There we go. So our take profit, so it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that's our take profit. And if you go to the 1 minute, you can see this is where we took the trade. We are bearish, however, you can see there was a big wick, so we could just go above, one ticker above that wick, and our take profit is down here, and we let that run. Let's see what that happens. As soon as we jump in, what does it do? It normally goes up, eh? It continues to the top. As you can see, it's going up. However, we have a feeling of it being a bearish. Our bias was bearish, so we took a trade to the downside. Okay, so let's look at the 5 minutes. The 5 minute is going up. The 15 minute is also showing a sign of going up. Okay, they're pulling back to this, the 200. So going up, pulling back to the 200. I think it's gonna snap down and continue to the downside, because you can see the liquidity here is gone. Okay, so we are in that trade, guys, and we're gonna be reporting about that trade. So now let's switch gears and let's go to the we're gonna go to the what do we call it? We are going to go to the AI. Okay, so there we go. Close these guys out. They're slowing down my computer. So you guys can photocopy that or screenshot that, so you learn the most basic way of forming a bias. All right, so that's gone, but make sure you go to this Smart Wolf Club, sign up, okay, become a member for free. And if you want one-on-ones, of course, I told you once you put your name, your email address, you're gonna have access to this page where you're gonna have our one-on-one training, which is optional for those of you who want to take it to another level. And the pricing is right here. Okay, so this is just some change to, because of our time is extremely valuable, the coaches, and you also need to have some skin in the game. When we had free trainings, people didn't take it seriously. All right, so now let's switch gears and let's go to our new channel for the kids that we have created using the power of AI. So there we go. We're just formatting this. This is CapCut. We are using it to edit the videos, CapCut. So if you don't know how to use CapCut, so basically this is where you're going to import all your assets, okay? So once you have created your videos using the power of AI, you're going to import all your assets here. So you're going to click import and you select your videos. So we have selected our video, which is already there. Okay, so the video is right there and I can play that. There we go. So this video, we have created it using the power of AI. This is to encourage the little ones eat their veggies. And the challenge was to build a channel, okay, using the power of AI. And here is the channel. So let me reveal the channel. You guys go there and subscribe. Okay, so this is the new channel that we just created. I think it just has about 8 videos or 6 videos. Okay, so we gained some subscribers overnight. Okay, so there's 3 subscribers there already. There's 5 videos. And you can see this video. Oh my God, this video was done 21 hours ago. It has 163 views. It's for kids. And now we are creating another video. So our goal is to create a video every single day for the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 1 month. Depending on how much stamina we will have, we need to create a video. Okay? We want to create a video every single day. You can see this video has taken off a little bit. You can see it has 163. It's getting about 8 views per hour. Okay, you can click that and you can see the statistics on that video. Here you go. So that's the video. There we go. This video we created it using AI. Okay, that video, we created it using the power of AI. I'm going to show you the workflow, how you can do this for yourself. And if you want to work with us, simply go right here, sign up, and one of our coaches, you have 1.5 hours every month to work with a coach to help you get started. Our goal is to build 1 channel every month. Only 5 of you are going to be admitted to this. We only work with 5 people at a time. So if you are lucky, if you find this still available, yep, it might still be available. So go in there and sign up, okay? All right, guys. Enough of that. So let me just show you the workflow. So basically what we are doing is something we call modeling. I know when we talk about modeling and copying, and no, it's not copying, it's modeling. Okay, so you go out there and you use the power of AI. So in this case, let me just go to like ChatGPT, Claude, AI, or Gemini. So at this moment, I'm on Gemini. So I will go to Gemini. And yeah, this is where the work goes on. So basically, like you can see here, we are now working on this video that shall go out today. So you guys gonna watch out around 6 p.m., maybe 3 to 6 p.m. I think 6 p.m. it should be up. Okay, our optimal time is between 3 and 6 p.m. So we are working on it. So basically, what I did is I just go to Gemini and I asked Gemini, you can see here, getting inspiration from these two images. So we already created these images. If you've not been following our series, just go and watch our previous live, because I do share this all the time. Okay, so just I went to Gemini and I told Gemini, getting inspiration from these two images. So we created our characters. It's the young of an elephant. We named him Kulu, Kulu. We are looking for words that are easy for kids, Kulu and cooler. I was looking for rhyming names. It was very hard to find a channel with two very short words like that. So we ended up with Kulu and Kula, and that's why we have here Kulu. If I can bring up Kulu and Kula, so you guys can have some inspiration. So Kulu is the baby elephant, or what they call, I think it's called a cow. You can check me out on that. And then the baby of a lion is a cub, and that's Kula. So these two are forming a very uncommon and characteristic friendship. Okay, so just to keep the young ones thinking, and here we go. We created our avatar using the power of AI. Okay, so we came up with the names, and we told Gemini what we are looking for. It's a kids learning fun rhymes and songs. That's the purpose of this site. Okay, the purpose of this channel. Okay, so the purpose of this channel is for the young ones to learn. So we're going to be teaching our young ones to learn. For example, here, fun nursery rhymes and baby songs, savannah rhymes. So they are spending their time in the savannah, because these are savannah, the animals found in the vast savannah of Africa. That's where some of us come from. So we grew up around these animals, or hearing myths and stories about these animals, surrounded by these animals, conflicting with these animals. They'll come to the villages and destroy our crops, or like the elephants or the lions will come and kill our cows or goats. So we grew around these, but nowadays, most of them have been locked up in reserves and electric fences around them, so you rarely see them nowadays. But it's not uncommon to find these on the highway. Okay, when you're driving somewhere from the city to the village, you may come across lions or elephants. You see a group of them, a family of elephants. So we grew around these animals. So this was easy for me to really understand them. I grew around them. I know them. I kind of understand them, and I appreciate them. Okay, I appreciate the nature, the power that was between the animals and the humans, the conflict that exists, and how much we can learn from them. So now, the lion and the elephant, baby elephant and baby lion, they form this uncommon friendship. Okay, so that keeps the young ones thinking, how would a lion and an elephant be friends? But they are friends. Okay, and they're doing stuff together. You can see here. So basically, with our young ones starting to learn, you can keep away your prejudices. This guy is a purely carnivorous. He's the king of the jungle, and this one is the largest land animal, the elephant. And these people can weigh this. I mean, this animal can weigh 2 tons when they are babies. They can weigh up to 10 tons when they are mature. So you can see how big and how powerful this one is. A king of the jungle. He can eat any of this. He can eat even the small one. He can eat the small elephant, the young elephant. And the elephant can destroy, the crops can destroy these other animals. But they're forming this uncommon journey together, friendship. So we invite you guys to come and enjoy the ride with us as we build this channel. Now, the purpose of this channel is not to make money. The purpose of this channel is to demonstrate to you guys that you can actually harness the power of AI to create a content distribution platform. So basically, we are creating content geared to the young ones using the power of AI. Okay? So, how do you get started? This is where now we talk about modeling and getting inspiration from what is already existing. Because sometimes it's good to start from the non-existing. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. Okay, somebody has already done this and they're extremely successful in this. And I can give you an example of a channel. I hope we don't get any copyright strikes here, but let me just show you. You see a channel like this one here? This is what? Coco Melon. This is a famous kids channel, right? The people, kids watch this on TV. Look at how many subscribers it has. 202 million subscribers. They have about 2,000 videos. When we're talking about having how many? We just started. We have 5. Look at 5 out of 2,000. We are outweighed, outnumbered. Wow. But they started a while back. Look at, this is just the statistics. In the last 7 days, they have gained over 279 million views gained in the last 1 week. Upload frequency, they upload 1 per day, literally 7 uploads per week, so 1 video per day. The video length are very small, 1.9. I think they do a lot of short videos. I think if you go here, you can just click shorts and you can see, I think they're doing a lot of shorts, and these shorts have enormous number of views. Excuse me. You can see some of these shorts are like in the millions. This one here has 1.2 million views. This is the latest, has 96k views. Maybe it was just uploaded today. But that's their theme, you know, it's a cocoa melon, so you can see a lot of melons all over, fruity type of theme. A to Z, 11 million views. If you want to see their most popular short, you just click here and you can see how many views that has. It's this black doll here, belly button song dance. Okay, belly button. So people like dancing. 1.2 billion views. My goodness. Look at the number of, this is like the population of India or China. The number of views is big, 1.2 billion, right? So you can get inspiration from a channel like that. Here's another channel, Mrs. Rachel. She has 20.9 million subscribers, just 125 videos, and she's gaining about 98 million views per week. 1 upload per week. She doesn't upload that frequently. She's doing about 1 upload, but the upload is long. The video is about 63 minutes, so at least an hour. So she has found a way, you know. Cocomelon short videos, about a minute, mostly shorts, okay? If you look at the statistics, it's 1.9 minutes, okay? Versus Miss Rachel, who's doing about 63 minutes. Now, look at the subscriber number rank. Cocomelon is ranked number 3 in the US, in the world, number 3, with a 202 million subscribers. You wait until you see number 1 and 2. They have massive subscribers, okay? However, there are many other channels in between. Like, for example, this one here. This is called, look at that. This one has 411 subscribers, so at least you can associate with that. You can start imagining. Millions of subscribers is unimaginable. Look at this one, is about 400. They only have 89 videos. And now, a lot of these videos are actually AI generated, okay? So it's created using the power of AI. Their video length is about 21 minutes. They do about 3 uploads per week. Estimated monthly earning is about 119. So we are not looking at the money, because there's no guarantee you're going to make any money. There's no guarantee that YouTube is actually even going to pay you, okay? They reserve the rights to approve your account. So we are not focused on that right now. I mean, we're going to abide by the rules and laws and everything, but it's up to YouTube to decide if they're going to pay you for the work that you're doing, okay? So some of these channels are already have established a very good relationship with YouTube. So for us, we just started building a channel. We don't even know if YouTube is going to say, okay, fine, guys, you are now partners. We are going to pay you for your views. No, there's no guarantee. So that's why when we go into this, you know, it's a risk that you're taking in terms of your time. You're going to invest your time, but you're going to learn a skill for your own good. If you want to start your own business, promote your own products on social media, TikTok, Instagram, where short videos are exploding, then you can use that knowledge that you are going to acquire when following our videos. The knowledge that we have now. We can create shorts, we can upload on YouTube, we can upload on YouTube Shorts, we can upload on Instagram Reels, we can do on Facebook or on TikTok. You know, that's hot. And you can promote your own service or product. You can create whatever, or you can just entertain. Some people do it for entertainment. You just want to entertain, you want followers, and these followers can become loyal to you, and at some point you can promote a service or a product or whatever you like. And or sometimes you can even brand yourself. So like now, Kulu and Kula. Okay, this is a name. We can, looking at these colors, if we gain subscribers, we gain views, and YouTube says, okay, I'm not paying you guys, or you're not invited to our partnership, just for whatever reason. There's no guarantee. They can decide that, you know. You still have some subscribers and people watching your videos. You can always promote a Kulu and Kula merchandise. You can have a t-shirts or cups or spoons or toys or tools, Kula and Kula, Kulu and Kula. And what will stop your loyal customers and from buying your stuff? No, but nothing is going to stop them. So you can start your own outfit that way. So there are many ways you can monetize your efforts, okay? Not just relying on what YouTube is going to pay, because YouTube has their own rights, and they have their own regulations, they have their own rules. They may not, like here we are saying estimated monthly earnings 1.69 million for Cocomelon. So they're making tons of money, okay? This is estimated. Could be way more than this, or I don't know, could be less, but most likely they're making way more than this, because look at their loyal viewers, 2 million subscribers. So there'll be people out there who will go to the stores and look for a Cocomelon bag or Cocomelon t-shirts or Cocomelon wipes for their babies, or Cocomelon merchandise, pen or books or coloring books or whatever. You know, they have a loyal subscription. They have a lot of members here. They have a lot of kids watching their stuff. So they can come up with toys or ice cream called Cocomelon ice cream, and kids want to eat that Cocomelon ice cream. Just the brand, because they're branding themselves. Okay, so this is a brand. This is powerful. So they have many ways. So they're making way more than this. Okay, and it's probably one person who owns this. I don't know who owns this. Could be just one person from their basement, home floor. Or it could be a group of folks, or it could be a company, who knows. But what I'm trying to say is you could run this by yourself. This, with the power of AI, you can run this show by yourself, literally. And when you get so big like this, you can outsource this. It can give you the ultimate freedom that our philosophy in the Smart Wolf Club is financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. So you can record these short clips like I'm doing now, just showing you how to come up with the ideas, create the videos. So in this case here, I was using DaVinci AI to create the videos. Okay, this is a paid for platform. You have to pay, you have to buy some credits for it. Inexpensive, okay? So you create short clips like this, and then I use Capcut. So here is Capcut. That's what I'm doing right here. And then I put it all together. So right now I've recorded that video. And how did I record this video using DaVinci? I simply went to AI platform like ChatGPT, Gemini, Google Gemini, or Claude. I started with Claude, and I'll upload all the resources here. So I uploaded this picture, which I created using Gemini, Nano Banana. Nano Banana created this. And how did I come with this picture? I simply went to these big channels like Cocomelon, Miss Rachel, Lalafan, and many others, Netflix, many others. I just take a screenshot of this. Screenshot, basically the window button and print screen, and I paste that image right here. And then I just put a prompt and say, hey, looking at getting inspiration from the uploaded screenshots, create a character, a teacher, female teacher for Kulu and Kula. and they come up with this character right here, and I like her. She's very, very bubbly. She's a very likable person. Yeah, she looks mature, okay, well dressed, and matching with the background, matching with the theme of the channel. So we have her as our teacher, female teacher. And now she's taking Kulu and Kula and her friends and their friends along the ride. So now they're learning how to eat their vegetables, eating veggies. Eating veggies is a big challenge for parents taking care of little ones. The little ones don't want to eat their vegetables. So we come up with these creative ways to make them, learn the importance of eating vegetables, why they should bite their vegetables. They can see Kulu and Kula, their friends, eating their vegetables and having a lot of fun. And that is the basis of this video that I'm creating now. So that's going to be our video that's going to go out today. Then tomorrow we come up with another theme. Maybe they go to the garden and they start learning the various vegetables. So the teacher takes them to the garden. So that's going to be our next theme. The next theme could be they go to the market to buy, to go and see, they go with the teacher to the market, or they see what they can make out of vegetables. Maybe from vegetables they can make juices, they can drink the juice, whatever creative ideas we're going to come up with. If we can't come up with ideas, we go back to the AI and ask them for ideas around vegetables that will encourage kids to eat their vegetables, that will encourage the toddlers to eat their vegetables with the song and dance, entertaining. It has to be entertaining for the kids to be engaged. They have a very short attention span, so it has to be engaging and it has to be entertaining. And that's why we are creating this. So now I was just showing you what to do at Capcut. So basically what you do is you import all your assets here. So we do have now our video, which we have already created. It has the sound and it has the motions, the characters. And if I play it, you can actually see. You can see they're actually eating their vegetables. Crunch, crunch. They're eating the li, and they're learning the veggie. And here is the teacher. Crunch. Very nice song too. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Sweet. Veggies are so sweet. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And this video is 5 minutes. We want to make it longer, so I'm going to edit it further because we want it to get to about 1 hour. We're going to make it 1 hour. And why am I saying 1 hour? Because I'm looking at this channel. This channel only has 89 videos. It's 21 minutes average. And you can see the views. Look at Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel has 63 minutes. She does only one upload per week. And look at the views, because she has long form content. So we're going to mix long form and short form in our channel. We're going to have short videos like this one here. You see, this one here was, how long was this one? 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 8 minutes. And this is 1 hour. 1 hour, look at 1 hour, exploded in views. So people like long form content so far in our channel. So we're going to make at least an hour of this, okay? Because the kids take... So we're going to have that. Let's go back. All right, go there. Grab that. And go and subscribe to Kulu and Kula. And let your little ones enjoy right here. Kulu and Kula. You can't miss the avatar. It's a little baby elephant and a lion. Okay. Okay, let's go to Capcut and finish this. So have you guys learned what to do, the workflow? So basically, from AI to AI and onto YouTube. And if you want to learn these steps one-on-one, just join our one-on-one. Okay, somebody's going to help you. You have this idea, that you have always wanted to put on video, like create a course, whatever, we can do that using the power of AI. Okay, so if you don't know how, if even if you don't have an idea, trust me, we're gonna come up with the idea using the power of AI. All right, so basically here I am just gonna edit this. So I'm gonna move this here because I think I have to trim some part here. Let's see. Yeah, all right, so that has to be trimmed. There's a part that doesn't have sound. No, we don't want to see you next time because we're adding this. No, we don't want to see you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go right here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there we're gonna chop off that part. I think. It says see you next time. We don't see you next time. Let's see. I'm deciding where to chop this off. You know, you're dealing with very young toddlers. People lose attention very quickly, so you gotta. All right, so this is where. See you next time, super eaters. Okay, we don't wanna. Okay, I'm gonna chop it where it says see you next time, super eaters. We don't wanna hear that. Okay, let's chop it there. So delete to the right, see? It cut it off, and then we're gonna bring this guy here. Oh, okay, that's good. And then we're gonna go that way. We're just gonna move this all the way somewhere there. Alright, we're gonna transform this also to make sure it fits in the. See, you have to make sure it fits on the screen completely. You see that it's showing this frame, so you have to make sure it fits completely by scaling out here. Okay, let's see. Alright, we're gonna let it there. Oh, it said see you. We don't want it see you. Alright, there we go. We're gonna chop it there. Boom. Now, is there a way of duplicating this? There has to be a way of duplicating this. Trim clip, edit, create, deactivate, replace, copy. Okay, I can copy it and then paste. No, but I'm pasting it here. There we go. Copy and paste. So now I'm gonna copy it again. Copy and paste. want to make this 1 hour long, so you know. We have seen the 1 hours are long are getting more views because most parents don't want to be glued to this thing, so they want the kids to watch this for 1 hour. Already. Can I paste? Yeah. Okay, this is already edited clip. I skipped some so I don't keep you guys here for hours. So I skipped the initial part of creating the clips, but I showed you what you do. You go to the Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude, create your video scripts, dump those on DaVinci. DaVinci is going to create the music plus the scenes for you. Then you're going to have to stitch those on Capcut or an editing tool like Capcut or whatever you have. Okay, there's some free tools like Windows has one. You guys who have Macs, I'm sure there is a video editing tool that you can use. So basically to stitch this together and remove portions that you don't like and make sure you sync the words, the song, the music with the scenes, okay? Very important for them to enjoy, okay? So we are still getting good at that. It's not 100% yet, but we are getting good at that, I can tell you. All right, so here we have to go this way. And let's see how many minutes do we have now. So we are at 30 now. Let's bring this thing down. Okay, bring that all the way down there so it doesn't act the way it's acting. So we know where we are. We are down here. And then we're going to paste this here. Are we getting there yet? Yeah, we're almost there now. Yeah, it's 1 hour. Yep, that's good. 1 hour is good. So 1 hour is good. And then we're going to bring this final piece here because it has the end that we were chopping off. Okay. So this is the final clip. And cola. Actually, it's very entertaining. Actually, I can sit here and listen to it. And it is all created using the power of AI, guys. Just prompt the AI. The AI creates the script. I can show you the script. Okay, here is where the script, simple words. So basically, I just, yeah, you can see right here. Get inspiration from these two images. Write a prompt for DaVinci to create a video where the lady is encouraging Kulu and Kula and their human friends eat their veggies, okay? So we have to give it some human touch, okay? Because the kids may identify with it more when they see there's actually other kids that look like them, okay? Not just an elephant and a lion, okay? Even though those are the main characters, they're friends, okay? So then write the lyrics so that Suno AI, now Suno AI is this part here, the music. So we generate the music here. You can see this is how we generated the music. It's right here. And simply you put you come here and you say custom lyrics. You're gonna have a prompt which describes the music. So the music, you can hear that. So let's go here. So you can see it gives us the lyrics. Here is the plain text, the prompt, so you copy that and then you paste that right here on the top, and then you also come back and you copy that. Now these are the lyrics. You can see they have all these brackets, okay? That tells the AI verse 1, verse 2, which is the chorus, and that's the music. So that's the music that's playing in the video. Now, your biggest challenge would be to sync each verse with the scene, the shot. So you have shot 1, shot 2, and we have shot 3. So basically, again, you're going to copy this, you're going to go to DaVinci, and you're going to be creating the video. So you create the music first or the video first, it doesn't matter. And then here, DaVinci gives you options. So you can create. So again, I upload this image and that image, and I tell them to use these characters. Do not change the characters, okay? Very important. Because these are the characters that I want to appear. Kulu and Kula plus this teacher, young lady here. We're going to give her a name. This is our avatars, Kula and Kulu and this teacher. Okay, those are our main characters. Okay, and then once you get your scenes created, so we had 3 scenes created. So we used Flux, another one Cling. We were trying to see which one does better, and we are creating them on the size of scale of 16 to 9. 1080, no, not 720, it was a 1080 ADP, and the videos are like 15 seconds long. Okay, and then we stitch them all together to form the 1 hour video. Okay, so now that takes time. That's why I'm saying this exercise is not some get rich quick scheme. You're going to be able to sit down for maybe an hour or so to create this video. It's going to take you about an hour plus to create the video. Okay, but imagine you're creating a video that's about 1 hour long. Okay, using the power of AI. You know how much it would have cost you a long time to go out and actually shoot these scenes yourself with a camera, with all these characters and, I mean, lighting and all that crap. I mean, it'll take weeks, months. They create years to create movies. Imagine you're creating a 1 hour movie sitting at the comfort of your computer. You could be anywhere. You could be at an airport. You could actually be flying and creating a video. Some of you fly for 10-hour flights. If you have internet connection, you could be up there creating videos like this, 10 videos. If it takes an hour to create a video using the power of AI, you could create 10 videos on a flight. A 10-hour flight, you have 10 videos, you start a channel, enough to start a channel that can educate and entertain our little kids. This channel so far has 3 subscribers, has 5 videos, okay? And as you can see, 1 video is already doing very well so far. I can say this is doing well because in the last 21 hours it was uploaded and it is getting 8 views per hour. Not too bad, not too shabby for a very new channel. So it is promising, guys. Give it another 1 year. These big channels have been around for some time. Some of them have been around for a year or 2. Coco Melon has been around for, you know, you can actually tell when this channel was started. Let me see if I can find that information for you. Let's see. Can I see that? When was Cocomelon started? Yeah, more links. Maybe it does show us. Does it tell us when Cocomelon was started? Yeah. Joined September 2006 in the United States. Here is their email. No, this is the number of videos. Look at the views. So it was started in 2006. Cocomelon was started in 2006. So this channel is 20 years old. Okay, 20 years old. Okay, let's go to Mrs. Rachel. Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel. This channel was started recently, 2019. Okay, has 21 million subscribers. So it's almost what, 7 years old? Over 7 years, 7 plus. Okay, and they have all these Facebook, Instagram. Okay. And they have a website, Miss Rachel. So let's go to the website and see what's on the website. Okay, so you can see, hi friends, the same theme. You maintain the same theme. Listen together, watch together, watch toddler videos, parents, and they're probably selling something. Let me see. Are they selling anything? She might not be. Oh yes, she's selling books and toys. I told you. Books and toys. Always books and toys. Kids love toys, so they have their own toys. Here you go. They're probably an affiliate to these products. Okay, these are not their. Oh, actually, it is Miss Rachel products. So she has branded herself. Toys for 18 months to 3 years, which is easy. You can make the same. Okay, you simply get a manufacturer who is making these toys. You give them your logos, your brands, and they probably do what we call drop shipping. They she's probably not making these herself or even storing them. When you purchase, it's shipped to your house directly by the supplier. So that's easy to pull out, yeah? Okay? So anyway, these are some of the things that we're talking about. So if you want to learn all this stuff, how to do this, even how to find these products using the power of AI, we can research and actually come up with a supplier who is actually doing this product. It's probably some Chinese supplier, okay? It's very likely these are being done in China or India or Vietnam or some other country where they are very cheap, and then they are shipped directly to you, okay? Or they're shipped to a warehouse in the United States that does drop shipping. You guys know what drop shipping is? If you don't know what that is, comment below and I'll tell you in the next episode. All right, guys. So I know there's a lot of questions like how did we come up with all this? I told you, you can use the power of AI if you have no idea. Because I know some of you are scared. You think, oh, I don't have no ideas, I don't have money. You don't need money, okay? You don't need money. You can use free tools. You can use free AI tools to create your own channel, okay? Free subscriptions. You can create your own channels. Okay, now if you want to take it to another level, then you may have to come up with a small budget, okay? A cup of coffee. Just forego 1 cup of coffee per day and you can get yourself started and put yourself in a position to compete with Cocomelon, for example. Not really compete, but model, okay? Same market. You can model what is already winning, what is already successful out there. You just do the same thing. Now, for me, it is I'm just happy that the young ones can learn how to eat their vegetables. That's all that matters to me. They get entertained. They come here, their first words, baby nursery rhymes for toddlers. They come here, they spend their 1 hour, and they get entertained. That's exactly what that's what gives me peace. If I can help somebody, a mom or a caregiver or a babysitter, have some entertainment with a little one, okay? Little ones learn how to eat their vegetables, because we know vegetables are very important. But you can see what you can do with this channel. You can expand your brand. They have a website. Look at this website. This is well done. And we can create this with one single prompt using AI. Okay, Kulu and Kula, we've already registered the website. Okay, Kulu and Kula is already registered. KuluandKula.com is already registered, guys. So we're going to have the website right here for you guys to go to, just like Miss Rachel. You can see Miss Rachel. When you go to Miss Rachel, the first thing you see is what? Miss Rachel website. So we're also going to have Kula and Kulu website. And do you know what we're going to sell you? We're not going to sell you anything. We're just going to share content, very good content. And we are also going to get social, so you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. There you go. But of course, we're going to have maybe other tools. Just model this site. Okay, we're going to have toys, Kulu and Kula toy, fast learning farm. We're going to have my fast learning farm, Kula and Kulu fast learning farm. So for 1 year to 3 years. So you guys click that and you buy Kulu and Kula. They're going to have the same branding, like these savannah colors, the bright sun. You can see the bright sun, the savannah, and the trees, and the beautiful colors, yellowish savannah, the bright blue skies. The savannah. You guys have been to the savannah? I mean, I drive inspiration from there. Now, for some of you are like, oh, I have no idea. But for me, it was easy because I come from these areas, okay? I grew up around elephants and lions and wild animals. We were surrounded by animals. When we were little kids, these animals used to come to our homes and farms, and sometimes we go to school and you'd be told, oh, there are elephants near your school. Don't go this way. Don't go that way. There are elephants down there. Or sometimes you're going to... I remember one night we were coming from a games school competition, and there was a rumor that a lion had escaped. The king of the jungle was on the sprawl, was around, walking around at night. And then imagine, that time we were in elementary school. I think I was in like 6th grade or 7th grade. And then these boys, the older boys, like teenage boys, scared us, saying that there was a lion right on our path. It was dark at night, and we ran into this guy's cornfield. And all the kids, there was about 100 kids, flattened the cornfield. What a mess. I mean, that was something else. But we were all okay. We were safe, other than some people got scratches. I don't think there was anybody who had any serious injuries that night. And it was around, it was late. It was late night, actually. We were walking home from the center where the competition was taking place to our home was about 2 hours, 3 hours of walking. And there's this fear that there was a lion. I could remember nobody wants to be in the front, nobody wants to be at the edges, nobody wants to be at the end. We all want to be in the middle, around our teachers, because we're little. We don't want to be at the end because you think the king of the jungle can snatch you. It was funny, but what I'm trying to tell you is I grew around these animals, so it makes me feel so good at this age that I am sharing content about Kulu and cooler with the world. So welcome and join me. Make sure you subscribe. That's the only thing I would ask you guys to do. Subscribe to this new channel and you're gonna grow with this channel. This channel is gonna go places, right? Okay? I can tell you that. And it is a challenge because we challenged ourselves that we're gonna make our channel and I'm gonna help 5 of you guys. So far I'm still waiting for the 5 of you guys to join me, and it's very simple. Join, sign up for the one-on-one, and the 5 of you are gonna work one-on-one with me. We're gonna build sites for you like this. Now, when I talk about sites, people think, oh, it's just YouTube. No, I'm talking about, have you seen what Miss Rachel has done? Look at this. You're gonna have a shop probably. You're gonna have, this is where your ingenuity is what's gonna limit you, because you can do whatever you want with this type of knowledge. You can create your own website, create your own products, and start selling them using the power of social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, shorts, long. So right now we are creating a long video. Actually, let me start loading this video up. Let me just I have to do one thing, just make sure all the videos are fitting in the frame, because when you stitch up videos, you don't want some to be fitting in the frame. This one is fitting in the frame, so you can see that. So I'm gonna have to scroll through all of them. So this is the tedious part. Now this part, you can outsource this part, guys. So don't feel like, oh, I don't have the time to do this, okay? If you are a busy some of our members are extremely busy professionals. You can outsource this. We'll show you where to outsource this. Angola! Guys, you should listen to this. You should not miss this video. It's gonna upload today at 6 p.m. This one, you'll miss it at your own disadvantage. It's probably the best video we have created so far. And we are just getting started. Okay. We are just getting started. Ideas are coming. Big ideas are coming. Big lessons that are gonna help our young ones. This is gonna be an entire school. Okay? For 1 hour, your little one is gonna be entertained. They're gonna learn how to eat, the importance of eating veggies, broccoli, and carrots. What kids don't like most? They don't like the carrots. Okay, so the next one, we probably go to the farm and learn about the common, veggies. And then imagine, we haven't even gone to fruits yet. We haven't even gone to desserts yet. We haven't even gone to school yet. We haven't even taken these 2 guys to the beach yet. Just imagine, start learning about fish, start learning about animals. We haven't even gone to the savannah yet. The savannah is vast. All right, I'm just, while I talk, I'm still making sure this thing is all. And cooler. Kulu and cooler. Okay, guys, so I am creating this for you guys. Literally, I'm showing you how to create this. I'm building this channel and I want you guys to learn from it and derive inspiration from it. Let's see how many subscribers we're gonna have by the end of this year. We are not doing anything. We are not even promoting the channel yet. We are not promoting it. We are not spending any budget on it yet. Because at some point, if you want to crank up, we can spend a budget on it. An engagement campaign. They are called engagement campaigns. You go to YouTube, Google AdSense, and we promote our channel for viewership. We are not doing that yet. We can do that at some point if we really want to crank it up. Some of these big channels do that. You know, they have a budget for advertising, engagement campaigns. They can run engagement campaigns on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, so they can drive more viewers into their channel, more subscribers, more content engagement with their viewers. Look at the quality of it. Man, AI has come a long way. Look at the quality of the video. Look at the quality of this video. Look at this quality of this video here. The human. Look at that. How, you know how much lighting you'll have to control to get a scene like that created in real life? You're gonna need a lot. You're gonna need a big budget, really. Maybe $500 just to have the mics, the sound, and the lighting. So these are Kulu and Kula's real human friends. They're more than that. We're just showing a few of them. So this teacher is going to be part of the shows. She's going to, we're going to come up with a name for her. You guys can suggest the name in the, okay, I think everything looks good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to export this video. And we're going to call it the final cut. So this is the final cut, which is 1 hour and 7 minutes. Ami Matami. Hey! Alright, did it. And we come to an end of that video. It's time for super eaters. Okay? Done. There we go. Boom. Alright. Guys, that's done. Let's get the title. So we're going to go back here and we're going to copy the title. This is the number 1. So we're going to copy that. We're going to come. It's a matter of copy. If you can copy and paste, you're done, man. So we export this video. This is going to take a little while to download, but we're going to call it final. So I know it's the final one because I had to do several shots. Okay, there we go. And then we are going to export it. So that's going to take some time. So while it's doing that, we can run back to our trade and see how the trade is doing. No, I can't see the trade, but we can look at it here. Did it go up? Did it go down? Oh no, the computer is stuck. Yeah, you can see it's going down, right? It went down from where we started. It did go up a little bit, but it's like flat. Okay, it's flat line. It didn't go up that far. It didn't go down that far. But it's flat lined right here, slanting down because we have a flat 200. Okay. Let's see. Will it allow me to do anything? Let me refresh this. Internet is slow because I have downloading that video now. I am downloading. Once that's done, formatted very well. Okay, you can see what's going on here. This is the 1 minute time frame. So it went up instead of going down. Okay, it's going up instead of going down. So it did come down a little bit here, but then it's gone up. So it's into our stop loss zone now. This red thing is our stop loss up there. So this is where our stop loss is. Okay, our thesis is that it's going to go down. We had a bearish, okay, you can look at that. That's the 5 minute. Look at the 15 minutes. Again, it's pumping up there. Our feeling was that it's gonna go down. Boom! It's gonna crash all the way to the downside here. Next week, that's going down. There we go. So let's see where the Capcut is. It is at 6%. It's going to take a while to download this because we are not downloading it on our laptop because of the memory issues. This is a big file. You know, the videos are really big. You know, this is a 3.95 GB because the resolution is 1080. Format is an MP4. It's about 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 49 seconds. So therefore, this one is going to take time to download. So I'm going to go away. When it is fully downloaded, we're going to upload it to YouTube. And if you want to learn how to upload to YouTube, go and watch our previous videos. You will see us uploading a bunch of videos. The short videos go so far. So we're going to mix our contents, you know, 5 minutes here, 6, just to keep our kids entertained. But our focus is going to be the long ones. As you can see, it was not the best done video, but it has attracted a lot of views. Okay, so our goal is to create these long form videos, and they're all going to be the theme based around teaching our little kids, toddlers, how to do their basic stuff like eating their vegetables, going to school, learning how to count 1, 2, 3, learning their ABCs, singing, having fun, being respectful, you know, just following the commands from their older siblings or brothers or their parents or their caregivers or caregiver or babysitters, whatever, whatever. So the theme is going to be just around that, and also forming these friendships. Okay, just being nice to their friends. Okay, like Kulu and Kula, they are very opposite. They come from very different background. One is a carnivore, another one is purely herbivore, eating vegetation. The other one eats meat, and they are forming this an uncommon friendship. So we encourage those diversity. You know, we are diverse, but we should not be divided. We should always be united, and together, united, we are stronger. So you can see it has dumped about 15% of the video has already been downloaded. So it should be done very soon, maybe in the next half hour, 1 hour, because I want to get it uploaded and scheduled for this evening, 6 p.m. today, because I want you guys at 6. If we can do it before 3 p.m., the better. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the better, because it looks like our when you go to YouTube, when you're uploading your video, it does tell you the highest peak watch time. So if it gives you a range of, let's say, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So then you want to schedule your video to go out at that time, because then you have a higher chance of the young ones watching that video. Okay, that's after school hours, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. they're having some entertainment. 6 p.m. they're having dinner and they're sleeping at maybe early 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So 3 to 6 is the prime time for these videos to be watched by the young ones. Okay? With that, guys, I think you have everything you need to succeed making your own channel using the power of AI. That's just one thing that we did our research. We came up with 10 niches that are powerful. One of them was the finance niche, so you can create your videos around the finance niche. That will be targeting grown-ups, adults, where you're going to be giving education, especially if you have a finance background. Some of those are doing very, very well. They have very high CPM. If you guys don't know what CPM is cost per million view, per 1,000 views. So YouTube normally pays you based on 1,000 views. So if you have, let's say, 10,000 views, and the CPM is, let's say, 3 cents, that means for every 1,000 views YouTube gives you 3 cents. So if you have 1,000,000 views, you divide by 1,000, that's 1,000 times 1 cent or 3 cents. You're making what, $30, something like that. I'm just thinking that's if you are already approved as a partner. Now that part is difficult because you have to meet a lot of criteria. YouTube has to review your channel. They have to say yes to that. So no guarantees that you're going to be accepted in that partnership. They might deem your content not meeting their standards. But as I've told you, there are many other ways you can, monetize your channel. Like you can see what Miss Rachel has done. She's probably getting paid by YouTube partnership very well. She has also expanded her brand into other social media platforms. She has Instagram page, TikTok, Facebook. She's probably getting compensated by Facebook for views. Facebook has a partnership program with, just like YouTube, where it has its own type of partnership where you can also get paid for your views, how many views you get per video, and also she's also probably getting partnerships with brands that want to use her audience, to reach the audience who are mostly parents for kids. So her audience is very targeted. These are mothers and fathers and caregivers who take care of kids. So if you are targeting them with a baby product or something for babies, you're likely to attract a whole angry audience, hungry audience that's going to buy your service or product. So there you go. So 31%, a third of the downloading has taken place. So it's a 1-hour video. That's going to take a little while. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, and we're going to end this on a very, very powerful note. Let me do that now. And we can see our trade is actually progressing very well. We did have bearish buyers, and you can see it is literally presenting the 1-hour candle bar so far is, the candle is red, even though there are wicks from the bottom showing that buyers are still there pushing it to the top. We still believe that it's gonna go down. Yeah, it may go down. Yep, may go down, because you can see this was rejected. If this had gone past this candle here, if this bar, the green bar, had superseded this bar here, if it had gone past this level, then it would negate see that level there, but you can see this bar only went as far as here. Okay, so it was not able to push further. So the buyers are there, but they are not as strong as the sellers. The sellers were more motivated. You can see they dumped this all the way down, and now we are pushing. However, somebody may argue that, oh, this was a higher high, a higher low than this one. This is a lower low, this is a higher low, so the next one could be also another higher low. So showing that we are now going to the upside. That is also possible because the gap, you can see this gap here, the gap between the 200 and the 20 was huge. So most of the time what they do is they try to close that gap. So now that could negate our move and land us a loss, okay, which is okay. It's a training account, so a loss is fine. There we go. Let's end this, and I am going to, I'm back. So let's end this on a high note. So guys, go ahead and follow the training. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Very important. Subscribe to this. You're gonna learn a lot because every week we are pumping more and more. As you guys have realized now, we are more of just teaching you guys what to do, learning the skills, how simple the strategy can be, trading weird hours just to show you that some of you trade at midday and then you end up losing. You can see what happens at midday, what happens in the morning. Again, we are also taking you through a challenge of building an asset, something to entertain the young ones. It could be in another niche. It could be a healthy niche related to, if you have a healthy background and you want to share this information in an entertaining way, you can learn how to use the power of AI to do that, to create those assets. So anyway, guys, remember the most important commandment is love your neighbor as you love yourself. Okay, the master teacher says, first love yourself, then your neighbors. Okay, so if you see your neighbor in a hole and you have the ability to pull them out of the hole, please do. Get them out of the hole. Don't leave them in the mud. If you can pull them out of the mud, we can make a better society, like help brothers and sisters that are in need. That's why we're here. We're sharing things that we've been doing for many years. Some of us have been online since 1998. Some of our coaches have been here for 20, 30, 40 years. Some of them have been trading for many, many years. So some of them have been on the digital world for many, many years. You talk about location freedom, financial freedom. Some of them have already achieved those. For some of us, it's a journey. We're still on the journey. It's a 1,000-mile journey. We're taking the first step, single step. So join us. We can take the steps together. Okay? So with that, guys, I'm going to end this with a powerful prayer. In the belief of Power Mighty, we pray that whoever is going to apply this training may be successful. We pray that whoever is going to join us in the Smart Wolf Club may be successful. We pray that those who are going to join the one-on-one training, the 5 people, they also may be successful. We pray that the market be good to us. We pray that the internet may be stable and around for a long time so we can all be successful. We pray this and believe that the challenge we have taken may also be successful. We pray and believe in the power of Almighty. Amen. Guys, stay positive and never be negative. Don't allow the negativity to get in your head. Okay, always be positive. I will see you on the next one live, which is going to be on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to report on what this trade did, and also we're going to show you how our channel Kulu and Kula is doing. So this is going to be part of the process, so you guys can see this challenge for the next few months, maybe up to the end of the year. We see how big the channel can grow or how small the channel can be, okay? Using the power of AI. Goodbye. End of stream.